Well, welcome to another edition of the Suitcase Sessions podcast. I'm your host, Bob Bowman, and today we're starting off this season of the sessions with Dean Dostal. And Dean is actually who we ended last season with, if you'll recall, in episode 17. Highly recommend you go back and listen to that episode. We learn all about Dean and soundbox guitars, as well as everything you'd want to know about Dean and his background. But today, we're going to talk with Dean Dostal about two other topics. Dean, welcome back to the show.
Well, thank you very much. Great to be with you.
Good to have you back. And Dean, for our listeners and or whoever's viewing this on YouTube, they should probably know we spent about the last 30 minutes talking, and it dawned on us we ought to probably hit the record button. So for everybody who's listening in or watching this, it's kind of like you're jumping in halfway, but we'll try to make it interesting for you.
That's right. That's right.
So anyway, Dean, the two things I want to talk about today are, number one, our new music for the Suitcase Sessions podcast. This is season 2. This is episode 18. And I reached out to you. It was in March I think I talked to you on the 13th of March based on my notes here. And by the 17th, you had wrapped everything up and pulled it all together. And what was great was that all I had to do is call you and say, hey, Dean, here's some artists I like and some music I like. Can you just play with it? and you came up with something I really love. And as soon as the people that are watching this, I highly recommend going over to the Spotify or iTunes, wherever you listen in on, because you'll get the intro and the outro music there. But thank you for that, number one, because I think it's awesome.
Well, you are very welcome. Thanks for asking me. It was fun to do. It's a little daunting when you sent me R.L. Burnside and Ry Cooder and the great slide players. I'd like you to play something like that, Dean. I'm not much of a slide guy. Took me a few times.
Well, to your credit, Dean, what I think was great was I sent you 4 artists. I sent you Mississippi Fred McDowell, and I said, hey, here's Shake 'Em On Down, his version of it. I sent you R.L. Burnside, and actually I love R.L. Burnside, and I sent you 2 songs by him, Rolling and Tumbling and See My, my Jumper Hanging on the Line. Those were the 2 that I sent you. And then Ry Cooder's was The Prodigal Son, and then I sent you Gary Clark Jr.'s Next Door Neighbor Blues.
Yep.
All of those have a sound that I really like, and with the cigar box guitar delivers really well. Although, to your point, they do have a slide component in most of those songs. Not all of the R.L. Burnsides had one, but there was a slide component in there that I really liked that I think kind of amplifies it. But you knocked it out of the park.
Well, thanks. Actually, I was looking at your logo, and that had a lot to do with just trying to find a sound for it. Because you can go all over the place, and I just didn't want it to be too pretty.
Yeah.
Too processed, too perfect. I don't know if hopefully it's super short. It's just you can't really extend it out 10, 12 seconds something. So you had to kind of compact it, and it was fun. It was a great challenge. It was a great exercise.
Yeah, both are under 13 seconds. I think the outro's 12, the intro's 13, and of course those get condensed as we do the fade in and the fade outs on the audio side. But really cool from my perspective to hear where you went with that. I think just to recap a little bit, you are not just a cigar box guitar builder, but you're a musician at heart and actually have an education in music. So, presenting you with those particular artists and that particular sound that you don't necessarily always play because you have your own personal interests in your musical tastes.
Yep.
I thought just made it that much cooler.
Well, it was great. I appreciate it, and I love it. I mean, Yes, generally when I'm playing my style of music, if I have a style, it would be in that kind of raucous, kind of honky tonk country.
Hmm.
That's what I really enjoy. But I love blues, and I've had a lot of really, really good teachers, I guess, that have just shared information, about, hey, blues is about feel and backside of everything. You don't want to be in front. So I'm not real good at it, but I sure do enjoy it.
Well, we could argue about that some other time because I think you're very good at it. And I'm pretty sure that most folks that I know that have already heard you play and who listen to you regularly would also disagree with that comment. I think you're very good.
Well,
But
thank you. I'm not trying to be self-effacing, so
yeah, well,
in my
good.
mind.
No worries. So, Dean, thank you for the music, and I
Very
look
welcome.
forward to utilizing that on all of the episodes for this coming season, and we'll probably swap it out after this season to keep it, making it fresh
Absolutely.
in that way.
Keep it fresh.
But sure do appreciate it. The second subject that we're here to talk about, though, is the Cigar Box Guitar Festival that you are putting on
Yes.
there in Custer, Michigan.
Yes.
So I had a couple of questions. Just I think before we go into um, maybe any of the particulars that you'd like to talk about,
Mhm.
let's just set the date, the time, the venue, so that folks who are interested will know exactly where to go, when to be there,
Absolutely.
and what they can expect.
Absolutely. So it's the US 10 Cigar Box Festival. It's here in Custer, Michigan. Custer's actually on, I'll call it the west coast of Michigan. We're about 11 miles outside of Ludington, which is the closest big town to us. We're going to have the festival July 19th, and it's going to be from noon approximately to 9 p.m. And so we'll start then and end then inside those times, but it's going to be constant music the whole time. We also have vendors going to show up and hopefully have some interactive things. I know we're going to do a tie-dye, a t-shirt tie-dye workshop somebody's going to put on for free. There'll be lawn games and those types of things and food trucks, and we can get into all that in a minute, and I can be more specific on those if you want me to.
No, I appreciate it. And so that's actually what I was looking for. So just to recap, what I heard you say is that on the 19th of July in Custer, Michigan, there'll be a Cigar Box Guitar Festival from noon until 9 p.m. with plenty of activities, vendors, and food trucks. That sets the stage pretty well. So
Cool.
exactly what I was looking for. Outside of those specifics, though, Dean, uh, you said there's going to be constant music. In your words,
Yes.
who all will be performing?
Well,
Do you have a feel for
who
that
is going to
yet?
be performing? Yeah, not to say anything can't change. Everything can change.
Sure.
But right now, we have myself, and then I'm going to team up with a very good friend of mine, Abe Kurzer, who plays a really mean dobro. And he's going to jump up there with me for a while. Got a couple other friends who hopefully will come up and play some harp on some songs, just to get everything started, get us rolling, get the day going. And then I'm not sure of the order after that, but I'm thinking it's going to probably be R.B. Stone, who is, I don't know if he's out of Florida, but I know he spends a good amount of time in Florida and plays a lot of blues and country. I've heard him do a lot of that. He has a really nice voice. He's a great performer. Saw him down there in Georgia at the festival that Travis puts on. We'll talk about him in a minute. And then after RB, we'll have Devin Williams out of St. Louis area somewhere. And Devin is, I believe, a gifted singer and slide player. I think he has been touched, and he has a voice that'll, I don't know, it just sends shivers down my back. I mean, just he's got something. It's cool. So hopefully a lot of people come out and hear him do what he does. And it's mostly blues. I suppose we'll probably see a resonator up there with him, but I know he'll play stuff on a cigar box also. And then we'll go to Travis Bolin, who's out of Nashville. And Travis, he's quite accomplished in everything he's done. I'm just going to leave it as he is a stupendous blues player, and his voice is just got soul and R&B, and it just, he can carry a lot. He's just got a real dripping, I don't know if it's a baritone. I haven't heard all his range, but it's pretty close in that area, and he's got just a full voice, and it's just beautiful. So Travis will get up there and entertain us for a while. And then we'll close out the night with Cody and the Chameleons. And that's Cody Goggin and a whole host of people that I won't try to name everybody. But they are going to be doing a lot of classic rock, I suppose some blues, kind of getting people moving and going. That'll be the only full band of the day. That I know of. You know, we might pair up, but people might jump up there and play, and we end up with some jam bands and things happening too. That's just up to performers and how comfortable they are. So that's pretty much going to be it for the music portion of it. Everybody's going to play roughly an hour and 15 to an hour and a half. Give us time to switch the stage onto the next person.
Well, I think it sounds great, because what I'm hearing you say is we've got a lot of regional performing artists. We've got some Nashville recording artists. We've got performers from all over the Midwest and the East, it sounds like. So
we really do. It's pretty exciting. Actually, it's very exciting.
Yeah.
To put this together and it'd be our first one. It's not the first ever in Michigan, but we'll call it the biggest little cigar box festival Michigan's ever had. So it's going to be a really good time. We're shooting, there's, one thing I want to make sure that I get in is this is going to be a free event for anybody coming. It's going to be family friendly. VFW's going to sell all the beverages. So of course there'll be alcohol there. But there'll also be pop. We're going to have the Lakeside Wiener and Barbecue Wagon will be there, and our Wooden Paddle Pizza and Wings food truck will be there. So we're gonna have the food taken care of, and the beverages will be bought from the VFW. That's part of using their venue, one of their stipulations. So I wanted to get into the sponsors too also. Go ahead, Bob. What were you going to say?
Yeah, no, just to be clear before we move on from that, you are from Michigan, and you said pop, not soda, not any other, but you did say pop, correct?
Pop.
Yes, wanted to clarify that so that yes, there'll be alcohol and soda pop.
Pop. Not Coke. A little south of you, they'd be calling it Coke.
Yeah, everything in Georgia is
plastic
Cokes.
Is that what it is? It's all in Georgia. I know it's south.
Yeah, I lived in Alabama, and I was at a naval base in Atlanta, and boy, they had all kinds of Cokes down there I'd never heard of. I didn't know that Sprite. I didn't know Sprite was a Coke, but there's orange Coke. There's all kinds of Cokes. Everything was a Coke. Everything was a Coke.
At least here we say orange pop.
Yeah. So anyway,
silly aside. I wanted to point out that it is a free event, and it's only because people have jumped in and said, "Hey, Dean, we believe in this. We're trying to do something for the community." Custer's, it's a wonderful place to live. I mean, we have a booming population of around 300. I mean, it's an incredibly busy place, but we try to manage, the traffic and stuff. But not everybody lives on real high on the hog here. So it was important for me to make sure it was free, or at least low cost if we couldn't cover free. But we had the West Shore Bank here jump in and help us out with some sponsorship. And Parkdale Auto Sales, which is up in Manistee, and Exit Realty in Ludington, and Sanders Meats here in Custer have all graciously sponsored. And we've got probably 5 other companies that we're waiting to hear back from. So and we have a very, very good anonymous donor who has helped us out tremendously. Oh, I almost forgot, very important, MGB Guitars. So it almost goes without saying for me, because Mike is the one he didn't prod me or anything else. But when I was thinking about doing it, he was the first person I talked to, Mike Breedlove at MGB Guitars. And I just asked, what do you think? And he's like, hey, you got the willpower to do it. I'll help you get it done. And he has jumped in, and every time I've called, he's been there. He's taking care of some of the expenses for us with the bands. So he's definitely a huge sponsor there, and he's going to donate a guitar that we are going to work out in a donation or raffle type of deal, so that we can help out Lakeside Animal Friends, which is a low-cost spay and neutering for all the wayward cats in the area. And for some of the people who just can't, getting a cat spayed or neutered is expensive. So they're there to help with that. So we thought it'd be good to throw in with them and see if we can't raise them a little money through this too. But the primary thing here is going to be a community event that is family-centered, that is hopefully something that people go, you know what? That was a good time. That was a really good day. I can't ask for more than that. So,
well, it sounds like a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to coming myself, Dean. I'm going to come up there and hopefully get a chance to interview some of those musicians and folks who've come in for the event itself. And by that, I mean, hopefully I can snag a few patrons.
Yeah,
I want to talk to just about anybody. So
you'll have the Suitcase Sessions travel trailer there for you, all set up, and you can grab anybody and do all the interviewing you want.
Well, great. I love me a good conversation about cigar box guitars and anything that has to do with it. So I look forward to that too.
Me too. It's all good. It's a great community of people.
It sounds like it, and I'm pretty impressed to hear that so many of the local community businesses have sponsored the event. That's really commendable.
I'm very pleasantly surprised. And I've lived here for a while, 20 plus years, but it's nice to know that when you go to somebody and you say, hey, this is important. It's important. I have a vision for this. We can go forward. We can make this happen. And they're like, we believe in you. Let's go get it done. So that's what we're endeavoring to do, is get it done.
Well, it sounds awesome. So, okay. So what I'm hearing, just to recap, right? We got the US 10 Cigar Box Guitar Festival there in Custer on the 19th from noon to 9. Constant music for an hour and 15 to hour and 30 minutes a set from opening to close. And lots of national and regional acts, recording artists. Got some vendors that'll be there, and I'm assuming those vendors will be selling everything from T-shirts to cigar box guitars or whatever they're bringing, right?
Yeah, we're gonna have T-shirts. I do know that T-shirts, koozies, magnets, and stickers, I think, for the event.
Awesome.
That'll be available. So,
all right, do you got prices on any of that yet?
I think T-shirts are going to run about $20.
Okay, sounds.
And so that's kind of standard. I do know also that we're going to have the free tie dyeing is a vendor who does that for big festivals. So her coming to this is really exciting for us. And the cigar store, local cigar store Surroundings up in Manistee, is going to come down and vend cigars for us. So I personally am very excited about that.
There will be a lot of people personally excited about that. That's actually not something I've seen before. I've been to a lot of cigar box guitar festivals, and you see a lot of cigar boxes, but not a lot of cigars. So good call on that one.
I wish I could take credit. Now I got to give Travis Bolin the credit because he did it at his last one in Georgia.
Oh, did he?
And I saw that and I was like, that's a great idea. That is a great idea. I mean, it's just perfect. So I presented it to our locals and they're like, oh, yeah, we're in. We'll try it.
Well, I'm anxious to see that. It'd be great to see that at the festival. And actually, I hope to go to Travis's festival in October. I think it's the first weekend down there that he'll have his. But
yep.
All right. So activities you had talked about, food trucks, free event, family centric. There will be some libations at the purchase from the VFW as the venue sponsor.
Yep.
And the charity is going to be Lakeside Animal Friends and
good,
a whole host of sponsors. So
I'm just making sure I got everybody just like you just did for me. And I did. It's everything I had on my notes. So.
All right. And I think that's an exciting list of performers. It sounds like a fun day all around for everybody, even if you're just coming to listen to music. But
yeah, I hope you do. Come and listen. The people that are playing, that are performing, they're going to give you their best, and they're doing it for your enjoyment. So hopefully people can. You don't have to stay all day. I'm old. I wouldn't want to stay all day all the time. Come and go. Hey, just pick and choose. Do what you want to do. It's all good.
Well, it's going to be fun. And anything we need to know about the area, Dean? I know you've mentioned two of the local cities that are close to Custer, where there's lots of hotels and all that kind of thing. Anything you want to tell folks?
Ludington. Yeah, if you do need to get a hotel room or you looking for something Verbo or Airbnb or whatever, number one, I'd get right on it because we are a very big tourist area. So Ludington obviously has the most hotels around. There are some lodges and smaller motels between here and a little town called Baldwin. It's about 30 miles away, 20 miles. And then Manistee to the north. And probably Hart Shelby is about down to the south is about as far as anybody want to go. But there's not many hotels. It's a small area. It's a rural area. So if you're coming, which I know there are people, even today I was contacted by others that are coming even in the state, but coming a distance. Mm-hmm. And I said, get on them, try to find a hotel. So, and then the other thing real quick is if you're not familiar with Michigan, there's lots of deer up here. And right now, there's lots of deer. That's all I can tell you. I mean, if you see something glowing on the side of the road, just slow down. It's probably a deer. So
be alert, stay vigilant. Two hands on the wheel is what you're
saying. Two hands on the wheel.
What you're saying. I like it. I've driven through Michigan several times now, all the way up to the Upper Peninsula area, and run a marathon in Traverse City some years back, and you couldn't be more right about that statement. The deer up there are like squirrels here in Missouri.
It's crazy.
By the way, I hit 2 deer in October. If you can believe that, with my truck.
2 in 1 month?
It's not fun. 30 days apart, actually.
Oh.
Not good.
I haven't hit one in a long time.
Those were my first, and, what's it been, 50 years of driving?
Oh, really? I can't say that.
It's like several. I finally honed in on them. I don't know what I did to get so lucky. They chose to die at my truck.
Well, it's the glory of it all.
It was like, I don't know, they just kamikazes or something. But at any rate, yes, be vigilant. There's a lot of deer in Michigan, and
there is.
Be alert for that.
There's a lot of good food in Ludington too. If you do come up, stay early, or if you're coming up early before the festival, or staying Sunday or whatever. Great restaurants. It's a tourist town, so they have everything for everybody, and it's pretty cool.
Both of those towns are lakefront beach areas, right?
Absolutely. Ludington, maybe by the time we have the festival, the Ludington State Park will be open.
Mm,
That's like the number one state park in the world or something. It's not in the world, but it's in Michigan. It is the most popular state
right.
park. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. They did a lot of renovations to it this spring and winter. So um, that's just a beautiful place if you just want to see the beach. Just driving out there, walking on the sand. It's sugar sand. It's just beautiful. Love
Wow.
it.
Nice. Well, Dean, I think I've probably picked your brain enough about the festival and fed back, just checking for understanding all that I've heard 3 times now. So before I let you go, 2 things. I just want to say thank you again for the intro and outro music for this season. I really do appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I think you're
My
a great
pleasure.
artist in your own right, and look forward to hearing you play on
Thanks, man.
stage. And look forward to coming to the festival on July 19th, or that weekend. I'll probably come up a day or so early, but look forward to hanging out with you for sure.
Yep.
And hopefully everyone listening that's anywhere close by. I mean, I'm going to travel 8 hours by, truck to get there myself. I'm not going to fly, but I'm going to drive up so I can bring all my stuff.
That's awesome.
So you can't be too far away to get there. I think Travis is coming from Nashville, and
Nashville.
I know that Devin's coming from Illinois, here
Illinois.
in the
Yeah.
region, though,
Hmm.
to your point earlier. And so is Cody and the Chameleons are coming from St. Louis
I know we have a
region.
vendor, Jack Bensema,
Oh,
is coming up.
from
He's going to bring
Chicago
up some
area.
guitars from Chicago.
Yeah.
There's lots of interest. It should. I'm just hoping for a really great day. I just want everybody to be able to look back at it and go, man, that was good. That was
Sounds
really
like it.
good.
I'm looking forward to getting a new festival T-shirt and some tie dye. Sounds like,
Yeah.
along with some good,
Get some
some
time.
good food. But anyway, thanks for your time again tonight, Dean, and I really
You're
do
welcome.
appreciate you, especially for putting on this festival and giving us all a reason to look forward to something midsummer.
Thanks, Bob. I appreciate you too. I really do.
Yeah, my pleasure. So that'll do it for this episode of the Suitcase Sessions podcast. Remember, this is where you should be, whether you're watching or listening. If you want to learn anything about the cigar box guitar, or anything that's surrounding the genre, we love that conversation here, and we talk to all kinds of folks. So appreciate you joining us here today. Thanks, Dean.
Thanks, Bob.